Let's try that again. What a pile of shit. Anyway, Bardos Island. Pigman has given Dr. Heller's report about what's going on. Usher has taken their undersea fortress, the Salud, out and about, and Dr. Heller's like, well, Baron Asher isn't the only one with a grudge against that woman. She killed me once here on the island, which is a weird thing to say, but you know. And then Count Brocken shows up. He's a headless undead cyborg Nazi or whatever. Is he undead? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's an undead cyborg Nazi, and he's headless. He's got no head. His head he carries around under his arm. And he asks if he can borrow something for his assault, and Dr. Heller's like, kill her, even if you have to burn down the whole city to do it. Then Izu base. Naoto here at the top is like, I think Takeru's a Gishin spy, and Akira at the bottom is like, I'm with him, I think he's a spy and it sucks, and everyone else is like, wow dude, jumping the gun a bit, huh? Like, what the hell dude, he's a good boy, he's our friend. And Kenji and the woman are like, I don't know, jury's still out for us. Utsuka comes in and he's got the, like the notes on the investigation on Gaia, the little red robot that Takeru gets in, and Otsuka just explains, so, Takeru is a goddamn Gishin. Yeah, he's not a head. Well, the Headless Horseman's head, he's still got one, it's just not attached to him, right? So, if that dude counts as headless, then so does this dude. But yeah, it's on like a little metal plate that floats, he sucks. But he's like, he's a Gishin, he's an alien. And everyone's like, damn, knew it, fuck him. And he explains how the Gaia robot, and I'm just whizzing through this because I did it like a second ago, it's a Gishin weapon that runs on anti-protonic energy and Takeru's psychic powers that awakened, like, yesterday. Everyone else is like, wow, a goddamn alien robot that's psychic controlled or whatever, wow. And he says it also has an anti-proton bomb in it, which will go off if Takeru dies or loses brain function, and also it is powerful enough to destroy the entire Earth. So Naoto then is like, we need to send him the heck away from Earth because he's awful. Exile him. Get him out of here. But Takeru knew this, and so does everybody else. Naoto votes to kick him out, and he says he doesn't trust Takeru as an ally, and he might even consider him an enemy now. And again, shitty Akira is like, I'm with Naoto. Takeru sucks, fuck him. And then Takeru says that he may be a Gishin, but his heart belongs to Earth. And Naoto's like, piss off. Like, is that supposed to make me trust you? Go away. And then everyone else is like, wow, that's pretty rude. But Otsuka gives the final verdict that Takeru is going to be locked up under surveillance because, if nothing else, the Gishin want to kill him and we can keep him safe, because if he dies, the world ends. And Crow says that, he says, can't say I'm willing to trust you with my back, dude, so, you know. So Takeru does as the commander orders and gets in his box. Howdy, sir, how you doing? But once he leaves, Crow then says, by the way, I believe in him. I believe him. And they're like, wait, what? Then why didn't you speak up then, you shitlord? And he just says, because if the Crushers as a whole don't believe in him, then our teamwork will go down the shitter, and then the entire squad's gonna die. It's better off that he is kept out of it, so nobody's distracted, wondering or worrying about if he's gonna do anything. Because if even one person does, everybody could die. So, you know, screw that. Screw that. And meanwhile, at 21st Century Security Company headquarters, Major Busujima at the top there is from the Defense Corps, and he's trying to get Daigard from the company. And Ukuchi, the dude at the bottom, basically says, hey, there's an old law that says that the military transferred all rights to anti-heterodyne weaponry to a private corporation. And Busujima makes his face like, but we signed that because we didn't think heterodynes would ever show up again. But then Okuchi basically says, well, Daigard's already contracted to the Peacekeeping Council anyway, so, like, I can't send him back. He'll still fight against heterodynes and other enemies, but under the World Peacekeeping Council's command, not the Defense Corps. And then basically Okuchi says that the majority of 21st Century Security's stock is held by the Defense Corps, so, you know, he can just ask and do whatever he wants, because if the company goes under, then a lot of people that are above Busujima will lose a lot of money, so eat shit. And in fact, he's gonna borrow a man from the Corps as Daigar's tactical advisor. So in the end, Busujima is like, oh, right, fine, damn it, whatever, shit, I'm out. And he storms out. Is that man winking at me? No, he's only got one eye. He's a badass one-eyed samurai, man. And then Kamimura, his secretary lady, brings news and says R&D have finished the project. But neither of them are going to say what it is because it's anime. And at the Kuragane-ya bathhouse, where Koji's staying and Tsubasa is hanging out, Professor Yumi, or Dr. Yumi, I'm going to call him Professor Yumi, has some questions for Tsubasa, and it's mostly the same ones that Koji said. Is like, who the hell are you? How do you know Koji? How do you know Shiro? How do you know Juzo? How do you know about Mazinger? What's the deal? So, first one first, how the hell do you know about Mazinger? And she says, easy, the professor told me. He was a regular at the bathhouse, and he talked a lot while he was about lots of different things while he was hanging out, including Mazinger. Easy. Next. Second question. What's the deal with you and Ashura? And she basically, like, refuses to answer that one. She says Koji's not ready to hear it yet. And then Koji's training, and he's just finished 200 push-ups. He's about to go and do 200 sit-ups. And this is what Akagi says for training. Piloting's hard work and it takes serious muscle. And then Ayama is like, I mean, Shunsuke Charge Akagi is a good model for piloting technique. You shouldn't listen to him when it comes to tactics, because he's a moron. He's like, but jeez. Not you do, Crow. And then footsteps come over as Ikoe and from Trida, the little truck she makes the snacks, and Tanegawa from 21st Security come in for bringing snacks for break time. And Crow is like, hell yeah, give me rachi. He's like, hell yeah, give me the goddamn food. Give me it. I'm starving. And it's like, what's up? And it's like, what did you have for lunch, Crow? Water. It's like, what? How the fuck did you only have water for lunch, dude? And he says he's saving every penny he can, so he can earn his freedom as quickly as possible. So Wata's like, come on, dude, I'll treat you to dinner at home as long as, like, but you have to help me with my homework. And Crow's like, alright, hell yeah, dude, can't be that hard. Beautiful. But most of the PR Division 2 has come to visit, but the three big managers are handling a special delivery. Look at these idiots. Akagi hopes it's a new weapon for Daiguard, but whatever it is, it's big, expensive, and the bill is on our budget, so whoops. And then, where's the dude? Here's the man who, when we first got Daiguard, was yelling at everybody to get out, and he's a Defense Corps soldier who thinks that Daiguard is a worthless pile of scrap that sucks. And his name is Shiro Shirota, so we'll just call him Shirota from now on. But he's being lent to the Peacekeeping Council as tactical advisor that's got to focus on Daiguard, and he thinks it sucks, and he's not wrong. But Akagi and Shirota really don't get on. Shirota thinks that Daiguard is garbage, and he also thinks that Akagi's terrible at running a robot as well. Advisor, yeah, so he's the advisor. And then Akagi basically just goes, well, I'll do better next time, and Shirota says, if there is a next time, and then leaves. What's up with that guy? And then everybody talks about how there's gossip about how the Defense Corps are trying to get Daigard back, and it sounds like Shiroda's loyalties lie with the Defense Corps. But Akagi on the bottom there, he's like, nope, never gonna give up Daigard, never gonna do it. But in the end, everybody just goes, well, you're probably gonna be safe for now because there aren't like that many qualified super robot pilots, and you're the closest thing we got to one, so you know, you'll be all right. Aoyama, though, at the top there, is like less enthusiastic. He'll do it if the company needs him to, but if he gets replaced, he doesn't care. And we get to Ibuki. There's Ibuki. There's Ibuki, and Ibuki is like, no, I'm with Akagi. As long as Daigard fights Heterodynes, then the only way they're getting me off the team is by prying my corpse from the navigator's seat. If you steal this steering wheel from my cold dead fingers. Tsubasa comes over and she's enjoying this. As far as she's concerned, those who want to should fight, and those who don't want to fight shouldn't. And Aoyama is like, fine by me, I don't want to fight. But there's someone down in Izu who wants to fight and isn't being let to fight. And here's Yokozawa, it doesn't matter, he's a Daigard dude. He gets a call, and apparently a space-time quake's happening, and a Heterodyne is expected at any minute. So Aoyama is like, well, I mean, better go do the job then. And Akagi's like, I'm gonna prove Shiroda wrong, I'm gonna prove that I'm good and that Daigard doesn't suck balls. But, you know, it does. And this is Chapter 8, Resolve Tested. So here's Shiroda, and he's yelling what everybody should do for the Heterodyne, and everyone's like, wow, gotta listen to that asshole, jeez. Gotta live with it, I guess. And Takeru is still under surveillance. It's like, we're gonna work as a team, we're gonna do it. Heterodyne's fight Daigard, and Crow's like, I don't know about this one. And there's the Heterodyne, and it's just a big weird bowl. And Akagi's like, alright everybody, let's go in and get him. Let's go get that goddamn ball with Daigard. And Shiroda's like, stand down, dude. Mazinger and Strider will go in first, and then Daigard will follow up. And Akagi's like, what, but Daigard's the anti-Heterodyne dude. And he's like, I'm in charge, alright? So, Daigard sucks. And he's like, alright, I'll do it. And everyone's like, wow, Akagi's being a real good boy, behaving like a nice employee. And being a good salaryman, but Umimaru here is like, I think there's something else up here. So take out that Heterodyne, and it's only this thing, and I think we got to beat it in like 3 turns. It's just called the Globe. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. And I would like to override my resolve tested. Or to attempt a solution, apparently. Defeat all enemies and initial reinforcements within 3 turns, defeating the Heterodyne last. Alright, there you go. Easy. So let's do Trider and Mazingat first. You asshole! Look at it, it's just a big baseball, right? Awful. The only sports we have here is the big sports ball, the big game. Okay, then Crow's like, I got a bad feeling about this. Goddamn dimension shock. And now some dimensional monsters have shown up. Crow yells to Akagi to deal with the Heterodyne while he handles the daemons. And Shiroda's like, yep, sure. He's like, no way, dude. No way. No way. And Crow says, I really need to fight him. I really need to fight him. And then Wanda and Koji like, we'll help you. So Daigard can deal with the Heterodyne. And Shiroda's like, but I'm in charge. Now we have to beat all the enemies and then the glow blasts. So, let's go. And I'm pretty sure Crow can deal with all these fuckers by himself because he's really strong. So here he is. These ones are even worse. What the hell's going on? Every time we fight them, they just come back stronger. Jigenju. And Jigenju is dimensional beast, where it's, you know, kaiju is a big monster. So it's Jigen dimension and Ju. Thanks, Crow. Yelling about dimensional beasts all over the show. You messed with the Great Water Summer and you're gonna regret it. They almost busted right through. Poor Wata. Kizayama, I didn't think you'd back down that easy. And Akagi, you mean when he orders us to run back up? Alright with me. And then Ibuki, how? Daigard exists to fight Heterodynes. All that really matters is stopping it. Doesn't have to be us. Eh? This is about protecting people. If we can do that, it's all that matters. Kagi's a good boy. He don't gotta be the star of the show. As long as everyone's safe and justice is done. Let's Beyblade! Every time. They built a robot specifically to destroy balls, not even shark face type. You're right, you're right. And then she'll repair this shitty boy who sucks. Oh yeah, and he can refill for no cost now, right? Mika, where are the enemies? Right there. Give him the old laser attack. Remember on the first stage when we really beat up these dudes? And now they're fucking their tails at us, and they got huge dicks, and I hate them. And they hit our plane on like a 12% chance. Hold it together. It's a terrible shit plane, right? Is that like, it's not even that bad. I just hate it. Yeah, go on. Rust Hurricane. Make it weak and poopy. And this thing with its whole one attack. Pure trash. Yeah, could have had Godmars, but instead we got to keep these dudes who suck. Instead of getting rid of the dude that they don't trust, how about we get rid of the dudes who obviously aren't team players? I think you're absolutely right on that one. Eat this, Rust Hurricane. Bleh. Bleh. Crow's gonna get fucking murdered. Crow, you're being so trash right now, dude. I'm a DM buster, I can deal with this. No thank you da. That's a no thanks from me. Crow's from Chicago, so he's allowed to say lots of English. Yeah, like, Crow should be much better than he is, right? He's just really fucking it. I think he is the worst of the Z series originals. Like, his gimmick is that he's the super support guy, and he's really good at it. But like, he suffers by not being like specialized to a degree. Like, Rand is the big tough super dude who's invincible, and he slowly comes at you and murders you. Setsuko, the dodgy long range one. And then Crow is like, I'm sort of a hybrid, but I'm not tanky enough to be the good tanky guy, and I'm not dodgy enough to be the good dodgy guy. And then Hibiki's like, I'm the dodgy tanky guy, and then I'm the really tanky dodgy guy. And like, Hibiki just is gross at everything because he's the magicest baby of all time. I'm glad that dude didn't attack Crow, because otherwise he would have straight up died. That's okay, the shuttle can defend Crow. Here I come! Doof! That's the best you got. That beautiful Latte's a good boy. He's not, he's rude, and he throws things, which is very immature. His mother should have raised him better. Banana. Banana. It's okay, we got a heal, right? Yeah, we got a heal. From that dude who where it's the only spell he's got, so it's not even that big a waste. Alright, then we'll throw in the focus. We'll throw in the focus. Wait, is there any the... There we go. Much nicer, much nicer. Gotcha. One Miss. See how the animation's different for him being in the sky shooting down? When he's on the same level as them, one goes over their head and then one into the ground because he's up above and shooting down. Like, I'm pretty sure the Z series and second OG and Moon Dwellers, but only for added weapons, like equipable ones, do they aim in the right direction thing. I don't really need to tie that dude up or nothing. Let's get the plane to help. Even though the plane does only have... Oh no, it's... Okay, it got the triple laser back because they bought a new tiny plane. They found another one. Let's go, Blaster. And it is Blaster, not Blaster. No matter how much Kathy wants it to be, it is like Braster sounds stupid, but it's definitely Braster. Like I guess it's Braster, but we'll call it the Braster because that's how he says it, and because Braster is like even worse. Like Braster does just sound like you're saying Blaster, but stupid. I bet it's really hard to get insurance. Like, to be fair, this is only the second time a heterodyne has shown up in like the last 12 years. But the second in 2 days. But they've been a long time coming. Do his cheapest moves. You can't handle my cheapest moves. I don't really want that dude to get a fucking bop. You know what? I would rather this dude get a bop than the shuttle. Well, this is the shuttle, like, it's just called the shuttle. Missile. Go through. Pierce. Bust through him. I'll make... Oh, fuck me. Alright, well, I guess these dudes are getting a bop then. Fuck them. Right, and that's all the bad dudes. It's all the bad dudes, right? It's all the bad dudes. Okay, you come over here and you repair him, because otherwise it'll die. He does have lowered armor because we burped on him with the burper move. That guy looks like he's got a mustache too, right? It's either a mustache or a weird pug face. Like it's a big handlebar mustache, right? For some reason, OBS Studio doesn't have the whiteboard option. Ain't giving up. Like you can see here, right? Like that bit's the mustache, and he's got a really big chin, sticking his lip out like a cartoon cowboy. You know what? Just do a powerful move on him, fuck it. Oh shit, I gotta find the picture. Endorphin to shirt. It's like mentally attracted to Yasu the Weasel. Okay, we did the thing. Like, it's got a health regen, but we did it, so let's get down to when that happens. We did it, they did it. We smashed it up good. It ain't done yet. Regenerates. It's like, damn, we recovered it, all the damage we did. Damagey. And Schroeder's like, yeah, like heterodynes like have a sort of energy to them where they can just do that. So get the hell out of Ayama's like, Akagi, we gotta get out of here or we're gonna die. And he's like, no way, dude. Fucking kill it. Murder it. Daigon's job is to destroy heterodynes. She's got the bloodlust. And Ayama says that we've got to take out the heterodyne's fractal knot. The fractal knot? And he says heterodynes draw power from their core, which is called a fractal knot. So if we destroy the core, then we destroy the monster for good. And I was like, but how the heck are we going to do that? Oh, good.